If you cry in an argument or someone else is crying or starts to cry at some point, what's the best way to respond?
When somebody starts to cry, when
When you're having an argument or a difficult conversation, and all of a sudden you start to cry, or the person you're arguing with starts to cry.
oh, okay.
What's the best way to respond if you cry or they cry?
So if you're in an argument and you start to cry, number one, do not for 1 second apologize. There's absolutely nothing that you need to say. Let me say that differently. If you begin to cry in an argument, the only response you need to have is nothing. There's no apology you need to issue for crying. It is what your body does naturally. The higher the tension, the higher the release. If you are going to say anything, then you are going to label the tears. You're going to say, these are tired tears. These are tears that care. These are tears that are frustrated. You label them. It is your stress in liquid form. And that's all it is. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. Now, if somebody is, let's say, on the other side of it, and you're talking to them and they start to cry, what you don't do is go, oh, Jesus again. Oh, great. Oh, what? Let me guess, you're going to cry? Now you're going to cry? Yeah. Okay. They're crying now. Like, that is the worst, because you're saying you're not a safe place. If what I don't want somebody crying to do is say, I'm sorry. Don't apologize and say, I'm so sorry I'm crying. Take that, throw it away. Don't ever say that again. There's nothing to apologize for what your body does. If somebody else is crying, you're not going to apologize for them crying either. Understand that that is their body doing what their body needs to do, because it is a stressful situation. If you need to, you can get a tissue and put it down. Don't feel like you need to put it in their face and go, oh, okay, fine. You good? Get it all out. Oh, great. Okay, I guess we'll just wait. Anytime you do that, it's just eroding the trust. You need to just continue to talk to them as if they're not, because it serves as a distraction otherwise. And it eliminates that idea of somebody using tears to manipulate too. So it's a good way of just continuing to talk to them.
Keep talking.
Acting like they're not crying.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if they need a moment and they're really like they're
That's
like,
different.
If you say, hey, we can pause for a moment if you just want to.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong to say, hey, you want to take a time out?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But it's when you act exasperated, if you roll your eyes and take a big sigh, that's where you're eroding the trust. You need to be a safe space for that. If just saying it's not bothering you. So if you can just say, I'm still here, keep going. Like, you're good, keep going. Like that's typically, if you can just say, keep going, it is saying, hey, don't worry about that.
It's okay, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't ever act exasperated.
Sure.
That's a bad way to do it.
Speaking of emotions, I recently had someone close to me lose someone who was close to them. And they're experiencing, grief and sadness and loss. And what's the best way to show up for someone who is grieving? Anything,
Yeah.
a loss of a friend, a family member, a pet,
Yes.
a health condition, something, a home, everything. If they're grieving, what's the best way to show up for someone?
One is, the best way to show up for somebody who's grieving, one, do not begin your sentence with, let me know if. Like, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Don't start with that.
Don't start with that. Let me know if. And they can turn this a million different ways. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know if there's anything I can do. It is disingenuous often when you say, let me know if, because what it does is put all the responsibility on you. Hey, I checked my box. I just said sorry, and I said, let me know if you need anything. I guess if they don't get back with me, they didn't need anything. And that's not genuine. When somebody is grieving, the last thing they need is another burden put on them. It's now on me to now ask out and reach out. Instead, you just do it. Do the thing. If you wanted to bring groceries, go bring groceries. If you want to make their life better, go make their life better. Otherwise, don't act like you do. Don't say things that you don't mean. So it's much better to say, I'm so sorry for your loss, than have this fictitious, let me know if you ever need anything. It's generally, most of the time, I'm not going to say not every time, most of the time, it is just to make the person who's offering it feel better.
Like they check the box of checking in with someone to say, hey, I checked in with you and I offered support, but I wasn't specific about the support, so I'm going to make you think harder now. And I've probably done that many times in my past, but the way you speak that, it makes me think differently, as opposed to, I actually think I saw you post about that, I don't know, like a month ago, because the fires were happening in LA, and I saw you talk about that. Yeah. And I remember this person who was going through the grieving process, instead of reaching out to them and saying, what can I do for you? Like, let me know if you need any support. I'm here for you. I think it's good intention to be like, hey, I'm here for you, whatever you need. It's like, whatever you need, I'm here for you. Instead, I just sent Postmates with coffee because I knew their family was going to be like exhausted and not sleeping.
Yeah.
Instead, I sent meals throughout the lunchtime because I knew they weren't thinking about cooking for themselves.
Right.
I just Postmates food to them. And just for the week, just to be like, this probably isn't going to be everything you need. It's not going to help with everything, but it's one less thing you need to think about during this week of sadness, loss, grief, overwhelm, and not taking care of yourself. How can I just add a little bit extra and then keep adding more as I see where I can help?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to overstep.
Yeah, because you want to make sure you're not overreaching, you're not doing too much. And I say it comes across as disingenuous. What I mean is, it can be all the right intent. Like you are offering to say something because you truly feel for them. And often people have a hard time knowing what to say.
They do.
I mean, they lock up. If I say this, it's going to say this. It can be kind of a stressful situation to reach out to somebody, and they just don't know any better. So I'm not trying to say that they don't have the best intentions. I think anybody who says I'm sorry for that hardship, their intentions are pure. It's just when you say, let me know if, you're really just giving them another chore. That's what you're doing.
So just say, I'm sorry for what you're going through.
Yeah.
And leave it at that.
I would leave it at that, or that I'm just thinking of you. Like, just that alone. But don't say, I'm here for you when you're really not. And I'd say even 3 is,
because also, before you go to 3,
yeah,
when someone's grieving something, it's like you go through many stages of grief. There's shock, there's sadness, there's a ton of emotion, there's a lot of tears. The last thing you want to do is ask for help.
Yeah.
You don't want to say, my house just burned down. Can you give me some money?
Yeah. Can you, yeah. Hey,
like,
can you
you're
go?
in shock.
Exactly.
You're in sadness. You're in breakdown. You're like,
yeah,
hey, can you come over here and clean this up for me? Like, you don't want to ask for something because you already feel an overwhelm of emotion and sadness.
Yeah.
And like, asking for help, maybe it doesn't feel empowering.
Right. Well, and especially when it has to do with loss. I mean, because if you say, let me know if you need anything, it's like, well, the thing I need, you cannot give me.
Yeah.
And it's just a dagger. And people, grief isn't linear. I mean, people experience it in different ways and different depths in their own way. And I was going to add that 3 is going to agree with their pain. So don't try and minimize it. That's what we want to do. No, well, at least they're in a good place.
A lesson.
Or yeah, well, I mean, it could have been worse. Instead, what you want to say is, nobody should have to go through that.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe, and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.